Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, Deputy Chief Minister in charge of Urban Affairs Ngeo Bhalangdhar, and Chief Secretary D.P. Walang interacted with Rangba Shnongs of the Greater Shillong Planning Area today to discuss waste management and urban rejuvenation. The consultative meeting, organized by the Office of the Shillong Municipal Board, was held in the Cultural Hall of the State Convention Centre in Shillong. During the meeting, presentations were given on the cleaning and rejuvenation of the Waumkra River and waste management. The Chief Minister addressed queries related to the Waumkra River, drainage and waterlogging issues, street hawkers, parking problems and other concerns.
So, we are very much concerned about Waumkra and Umsapi. Everybody. So, in the meeting chaired by Baroni ADC, I have suggested, he said will be no money. My suggestion is that because one of my friends who is in Singapore, they have got like a Waumkra. Same thing like the Waumkra. Then what happened? They covered the whole set of that river. It became the tourist spot. So in the meeting with ADC, I suggested him. He said, "Okay, we will your suggestion we will put to the government." But he said, "I don't think we can do it." So now, Chief Minister is here, Deputy Chief Minister. So, if you can do at least in a phased manner, that Waumkra will be clean again. About CCTV, from GUIDELINE, we have already met the officer in charge of smart city, but they built one pillar in Maubana, but that pillar still remain unused. That also, but the situation now is very important to have a CCTV in every locality. That is very important. Then another thing, I would like to thank for the district administration. During Puja time, I used to talk to them regarding all the products it remain in the Jinking, this Jingtambre. So now I talked to Ma'am GC and also now no more, but still solid waste is still there. Still there. The clean of Waumkra up till now not yet come to the map. So that is another thing. So, one point, if you can fence the whole set of Waumkra, it will be helpful in another way.
So basically, number one is that regarding covering of the rivers, maybe that may not be feasible and viable at this point in time. We'll have to still examine the entire process. But we have already decided to fence. So that's one thing that we will be doing, and that's going to start in a phase-wise manner. I think only the first phase. Yeah, already DPR and everything has been set. So this is something that is going to happen, is what we wanted to inform you today through this meeting. So fencing will start. Number two, there is already a phase of, we couldn't show it. Do you have a slide on that? Yes. We're just putting up showing you the slide. This, in fact, also this tendering process is already done. And now this is going to be, the work is going to start. This is the Waumkra waterfront rejuvenation and beautification project. What is the waterfront? Just to give you an idea, so this is the Polo riverfront. Just a little picture, the main picture. Keep going, keep going. You want to see the actual picture of the project. This is the one that they did. Keep going, keep going. So this is going to give you a rough idea of what it is. This project is a 39 crore. Yeah, the 39 crore project already tendered out, and of course work is going to be allotted maybe in a day or two or whenever next week, and we expect the work to start. So we just show. So this is basically, you can see that the waterfront, all this circular things that are there around the riverside. So all this beautification work is going to happen now. So it's a small stretch, not the entire stretch, but it's a beginning and a point. Again, similar lines to what was just mentioned from a tourism point of view. So all this is happening. So it's not even that we are just thinking about it. The money is already there. It has been tendered out. Now it's a question of only starting the work. So we can just go forward. Yeah, so something in this line, this concept is what we're doing. But obviously, until the river is not clean, no matter how much beautification we do, it's not really going to serve the purpose. So all have to go hand in hand. But we expect that as we move forward, as we beautify it, then obviously this entire process of cleaning the river and keeping it clean also will be something that will happen. So this is the concept. We're just showing you the ideas, but this is actually happening. It's done. We didn't show this earlier in the presentations because there was not enough time. But this is what we are looking at. Of course, these are all very big pictures, but we're working towards creating something in these lines. And as I said, this is a 39 crore project already tendered out, and work will be started soon.
We have seen a lot of efforts has been made by the government to widen the roads now. But very sad to say, sir, that even the road has not been pitched. The next day you find a hawker putting up a stall over there and starting his shop, sir. The thing is, it has become such an eyesore to the whole city. I'll give you a very small example, sir. If you go to Pulo, where the government has made attempts to widen that road just next to the CRPF gate, the road has not even been pitched, but you already have three shops already set up over there. You go to Nigrims, government has made such a wide road, good footpaths and all, but now what you find there, so you find all shops lined up. So what I'm trying to say is, sir, please, government should dismantle these illegal structures immediately, sir. Please do not wait for 2-3 years, because by that time then you get into legal complications and all, and we have seen what is happening to Shillong, sir. Especially Shillong city, sir. Let that beauty of that Shillong, the new Shillong township remain, sir. And these illegal structures, they will be the one who will be an eyesore to the whole plans of the government.
The point that you mentioned about the parking lots with the shopping, actually it's in some areas we intend to do that precisely to actually mix up with the hawkers. So when I say shopping area means I mean hawkers mainly. Just to again give you a background of what is happening, and I think some of you may know and some of you may not know why we had this problem with hawkers for so many years. What happened was, in the beginning there was a national law that came out for the hawkers. Now after that law came out, for whatever reason, government of Meghalaya also came out with its own law. Now when the two laws came out, obviously only the national law will apply. You cannot have the state law when the national law is there. But for whatever reason, the state law came out, and then basis of that, certain actions were taken, and basis of that, there was a court case. On basis of that, everything got stuck. So it was all sub judice, and we wanted to take action, but we couldn't take action. So then our government decided about 2 to 3 years back that this can't go on forever. So let us repeal the state law. So when we repeal the state law, that's when the court then quashed the whole case, and then now we have adopted the national law. And under the national law and process, the entire surveys have to be done, details have to be worked out, and the process of implementing that national law is at a very advanced stage. So what I'm going to tell you is, initially we were stuck because of a legal battle, because of the complicated laws created by the state unnecessarily at that point. We repealed those acts, and now we are at the National Act. Now implementation of the National Act is going on, which requires us to survey every single vendor and hawker who's there in the state or in that particular area, and then designate a location to be given to them. So that process is at a very, very advanced stage. With due respect, it's not, as per the law also, we have to be very careful and very sensitive to the hawkers and how we put them. So once the survey is done, once they've been given a place to sit, that is when we can, as per law, go ahead and dismantle or whatever you call these things, we can do that. So there are certain grey areas, of course, but I take your suggestion well, that at least the new ones that are coming out, the unnecessary, the ones that are just coming out of the blue, I think those we can figure out a way to control those. But in the process, I do expect that we will see a gradual change in this entire hawkers in a very, very amicable and a very a reasonable way where we'll be shifting them into designated locations, and we should start seeing the streets and the different footpaths getting cleared. It may take a bit of time to do it 100%, but definitely I can assure you that you will start seeing the change very soon. As I said, the service, Vijay, how much is service?
We've already completed the survey of all the hospitals.
Okay, service done.
So at least in the core areas, so we'll do in the other areas, and now we are finding the areas to relocate. And walking zones are being identified.
Yes.
So we'll slowly start the process.
Yeah, so that's what it is. But I mean, point well taken. But as you all know, that there are multiple factors that we have to always, work on, and we're trying to work on that. But your point well taken. We'll try to improve this entire situation on this hawkers. And as I said, at least now we are on the path of actually reaching to some kind of a conclusion or resolution in this regards. Just think about that. And another thing which I'm really wanting to do, which again is just a thought process. Please discuss about this even after I leave for the other meeting. Is this wires strung up everywhere? I'm really keen to figure out how we can put it. So I have suggested to Urban Affairs that even if you were to create a platform which could be like a box, so over the road, so we don't have to dig up the road, because our problem is digging up the road means more traffic jam. Because by time, so we don't even need to do that. So wherever the platform is there, we create another platform like a box, and we put all the wires inside, or at least half of them inside. This is one idea which is going on in my head. Of course, it's just a concept only, but I think in the long run, that would be a real beautification of the city. These wires are a real eyesore. We are used to it, so we don't realize it. But actually, we need to figure out what to do with all the cables that are there, the electrical wires, everything, and the pipes, all of it. We can just put it in some kind of a duct, which could be a more economical one rather than the digging one. I think, underground one.